for mature audiences.
Well, why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the
Hello.
Cave.
Didn't see you there.
Okay, that
I'm
was,
Mark Nelson.
I'm Stephen Koo.
I am Erwin Yusuf.
Salutations, Revilson Fernandez here.
It's so good to have you guys back here joining us at the Cave, and we have a very interesting topic today, guys.
Yeah.
We do, actually.
As always,
As always, you know, there are three general zones that men fall into amongst women.
That's
and
true.
They are, well, there's obviously the heart zone, where, you know, everything goes pitter-patter, pitter-patter.
Yeah.
There's the
felt
wet
that.
zone, where everything gets, well, a little bit messy. But
Otherwise
maybe not so
known
much.
as the... Say it.
Stephen Kuzone.
No.
No.
Say it.
The friend...
The friend zone?
No.
The
Oh.
wet zone.
The wet zone.
Say it.
He passes.
Okay.
He wants to say it.
Lost. You want to say it, obviously. Go for it.
It's
Sex-
the naughty, yes, it's a
Sex
naughty
zone.
word zone.
Yeah.
All right, and then last but sadly, usually the least, is the friend zone.
So that's what we're talking about today, right? The
That is
friend zone.
exactly what we're talking about
All right.
today.
So before we do that, let's do extra. Go
Now,
around the
before we
world.
get into extra,
Yeah.
I want to bring in a little bit of extra. Have you guys noticed that Revilson Fernandez is actually in the paper right here?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
That's very descriptive, also, my lovemaking.
We're actually showing a picture of Vin Diesel, and I heard Vin Diesel's kind of like a homosexual, so it kind of works.
No, I was actually there when I saw him line up the girls inside the restroom. So unfortunately,
Nice.
he is not a homosexual.
And
Okay.
can I just say that someone tweeted Revilson saying that they suggested that he do a remake of the movie called The Frustrated and the Furious, set on EDSA.
On EDSA, the main highway here, but of course it would
You
be
seem very,
the
very
slow and the furious.
energetic. on this particular
I'm trying to
topic.
hang with you guys. I'm
I can
waiting
see,
for the
I can
drugs
see the
to kick
wit
in.
just like permeating through his face.
All right, anyway,
extra.
moving right along.
So first, there's a teenager that just invented a 20-second phone charger.
Wow.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah, I want one.
Yeah,
It's not
that
even
is
cool, it's
what you call
necessary.
a premature charge.
It started strong and then it
Yeah.
just fizzled out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Second, two burglars in the States, right?
Yep.
Were
Was one of them
talking-
ham?
No, talking
Okay.
about during 30 minutes, they were talking about how they wanted to do drugs and break into a car
Okay.
and do all these things. And what they forgot is that they butt dialed 911, and 911 was basically listening to them the whole time. So
Now, I want to know how you butt dial 911. I mean, it has to be like, you know,
It's-
the most recent call. So did
it's
they...
pretty like
I'm
skillful.
actually curious what kind of phone this is.
Yeah.
That your butt can actually
Or what
dial
kind of squats he
911.
does.
I know.
'cause that's like sharp.
That's
pointing right
impressive
there.
glutes.
That looks like...
One. There we
So I guess that helped the police crack the case.
go. God.
I actually
But
wrote
funny
that
thing
down.
is-
Sorry.
The funny thing is...
That was
That
premeditated.
wasn't
Premeditated.
Oh, mate, that is cracking me up.
Oh, crack is good.
Okay, next extra.
Yes. There's this girl who wanted some cheese, so she asked her relatives for some cheese in the States.
Okay.
Her relatives told her she could not have any cheese, so she went on at night to take detergent and Clorox and all that and to
Okay.
imbibe the cheese with it, so trying to poison all her relatives because she wasn't given any cheese.
Okay, because for a while there, I was thinking
Pretty messed
2
up.
cups and a cheese.
Wait, hold on.
Is there
Hold on,
much
but you're
like-
French. Isn't that part of one of your cheeses or something? You guys put all sorts of crap in there.
No, it's all natural.
It's all natural.
It's all rotten and
It's
all
all
natural.
natural
Wait,
Clorox.
since you're French, is it true that the smellier the cheese is, the better it is?
Exactly.
Wow.
Just like Revilson's women. So don't hate tasty. There's this guy on YouTube called Vsauce. I don't know if you've heard of him. Does some
Vsauce.
really cool videos, and he tries to prove everything mathematically. So he basically proved how at one point in the world we're going to run out of music. Mathematically, we're going to run out of notes.
And
we're going to run out of beats.
what year is this?
Yeah, crazy. And then he also has a video, which
Never heard of
leads
rap.
us into our subject for today, that explains mathematically how do you get in the friend zone and how you can get out of the friend zone.
Wow.
Whoa.
So if you guys have time, we'll post up the link and
Yeah.
you guys can watch
We,
it on
we
there.
should definitely check out this equation because
Right.
a lot of us always get divided on
Exactly.
the
So
subject.
mathematically, there is a possibility, no matter how far and how remote, that Stephen will actually be able to get out of the friend zone one day.
Exactly. It's just a scientific fact. Like, do you guys know butterflies in the stomach? You know
Yeah.
when you get butterflies.
Yeah.
When's the
Yeah.
last
I mean,
time
the saying. Yeah.
When's the last time you had butterflies?
Easy feeling. Before I host an event.
Yeah,
you know?
there's
Yeah,
actually a
something like
scientific term for it called limerence, and basically
Limerence.
it's a bodily and
function.
Anxiety.
You are
Attraction.
you are boy genius.
So that usually
Yeah.
happens, especially when it comes to attraction. If it's not there, then it's not there. How are you
Okay,
gonna
so
force
you're
your
saying
body?
if you don't have butterflies in your stomach, you're not really in love with the girl.
No, I'm just saying that.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying that it can be proven. There are ways to get out of it. There are ways to define it, and that's what we'll try to tackle today.
Okay, well,
All right.
let's start things off by asking, show of hands, guys, who here has fallen in the friend zone, into the friend zone at one stage? Or
I would be raising
Oh,
my hand. My
jeez.
name's
Everyone has never fallen into the
Steven.
friend zone.
I'm pretty awesome.
and
He fucks them all.
he's always
Okay,
fallen into the
hands up
brother
who's
zone.
modest.
Brother zone.
All right.
I'm
So
French. Our cheese is the shit.
No, I'm still pretty young, so I guess it'll come with age.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the exception of Erwan, the rest of the male population
yes.
has at some stage fallen into the friend zone. How do you recognize when you're in the friend zone?
When you're sitting at home masturbating by yourself, that's when you recognize, shit, I'm not fucking anybody. I'm in the friend zone.
That's actually pretty good top tip.
No, I think when your hand looks at you and says, "I'm sorry, not tonight," then you know you're in the friend zone.
Please.
I think the first thing that we need to discuss is what's the difference between friendship and a relationship. Because you have some people that will say being a friend is probably the best relationship there is. But then what's the big difference? Is it only sexual attraction? Is it physical, like touching and stuff? Or
I think there's also the level of commitment because you can have like friendly sex, right? You know, friends with benefits, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're in a relationship like
And
a
that- and
committed
that,
relationship.
That doesn't mean you're in the friend zone.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
you're certainly not in
Yeah.
the friend zone.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, also the emotional connection.
Yes.
Yeah. Who am I to talk about love? But I heard about this thing called an emotional connection.
There's
that
four-letter
also
word
has to-
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but basically the friend zone, to lay it out, to put a definition on it, the friend zone is basically when a guy wants a girl or vice versa, he wants something more but can't seem to make it happen because he always feels like the girl will only see him as a friend.
So the question
Right?
here is it the fault of the guy or is it the fault of the girl?
Exactly.
That he ends up in the friend zone.
Well, at the end of the day, it's the girl who decides whether the guy's in the friend zone or not. However, the guy, there are certain things he can do to put himself in there, and there are certain things he can avoid to make sure he doesn't fall into.
Let's talk about some life experiences like Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Have you had any experience where you got into the friend zone, and how did you get into that zone?
Well, when it comes to women, honestly, I'm inherently shy. So there are some girls where I try to go that friend zone route and try to get close to them, and then I get so stuck into the friend zone with them already. You know, they're asking me for advice about people they're already dating, and of course I try to help them out with it. So I just get so stuck deep in it that I can't get out of it anymore.
So you're
Hold on,
the-
finish your
I have a
question.
sub question. Why are you hitting on girls that are already dating someone else anyway?
Oh well, no. I mean,
Because
Oops.
yeah.
So basically, if
sorry, I'll never call your girlfriend again. I'm sorry.
if you were to fall into one of the categories of guys that usually find themselves in the friend zone, you'd be the nice guy. Like the guy that always says yes, non-conflictual, try to help, the best friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the end, you want to be the nice guy. Period.
Yeah.
So that's
You
what
wanna be the
happens.
nice guy.
That's
Okay.
what happens to
So
you.
wait, so for the guys out there, what advice can we give them so that they stay out of the friend zone?
Number one, he needs to decide what he wants. You know what I mean? And try to define that and make a move and basically show I'm not here just to be your friend. I
Yeah,
want
so you
something
need to be
more.
a little flirty. I mean, friendly, yes, but also flirtatious.
But show
So it's not just
signs
friendship.
that you're
Interested.
you're really interested. One advice I heard from a friend is that
I always
you
love
have
this
to
friend
be, No,
card.
seriously, you have to be a little cocky, not too nice. If you're too nice, then you fall into the friend zone. But if you're a little cocky,
Yeah.
then it kind of breaks that.
Girls like
I'm really nice to you, so I want to be your friend.
That goes hand in hand with also like I find breaking the touch barrier very important.
So
If-
you have to touch her immediately.
not sexually,
yeah.
but just so that there's that physical contact.
Yeah,
that's
there's,
constant.
there's this. There's,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
but don't girls like that?
No, they do. That's just it. But by doing a little bit of harmless touching, but it's also that contact lets them know that you are interested.
Okay, let's go back to individual life lessons about falling to the friend zone. Erwan, have you had...
Seriously, never happened to me.
Really?
When I was
You're just way too awesome.
when
for
I
us.
was no because I
you're
grew
so
up
perfect.
I grew up in the friend zone. I have two hot sisters.
I grew up in the friend zone.
I have two hot sisters that always
true.
had hot friends.
Wait, I've never... Who's your other
pictures?
sister?
My older sister is Vanessa.
Do you have the picture?
And basically,
married.
so I basically was able to practice with these girls because they'd always see me as a little brother.
Okay.
So when I would actually go see actual girls that weren't friends with my sisters, then I would just never make those mistakes again. I would know what it was, and I just wouldn't do
You'd
it.
recognize the signs, and then
I already had a lot of girls who were my friends because of my sisters, so I
Yeah.
didn't need to look for that anywhere
Okay.
else.
Personally, I think if you're the funny type of guy, you tend to either fall into the friend zone or they become attracted to you. But most of the time, if you're too funny, you end up in the friend zone.
It's always a constant barrier between funny and cocky. And like what
Okay.
you were talking about, cocky. One of us does this here. I'm not going to say who it is. There's a thing called, PUAs, pickup artists, right?
Yes.
Pickup artists
Yeah.
have this term called abundance. You need to build abundance. And what does that mean is that you don't only concentrate on one girl. So if you are in the friend zone with one girl, if you're also talking to like 6 or 7 different girls, you
Okay.
automatically go out of that friend zone
Okay.
because basically you're doing it with everyone else.
Okay,
So
but
can you
that
guys
also doesn't
recognize
get you-
who,
but also that
who it
doesn't-
is here or no? Okay.
No.
actually,
Okay.
I have
Moving on.
no idea.
Anyway, so the other thing is being in the friend zone really bad? Because you know what, a lot of they say that the best couples, like especially our guest for tonight, they start you start off as friends, and that's a good way to start a relationship is being in actually the friend zone.
True.
It's just that some people get stuck in it. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, there are certain advantages of being in the friend zone. Okay, I mean, because first of all, you can actually divert that into a great relationship if that's what you want, because they say
Correct.
that the best partners are also the best friends.
Correct.
Okay, so if you know how to well,
This
if you're in
girl's
a
already
friend
your
zone,
good
if you're-
friend.
You're a good friend. You will become such an awesome friend, and so that the girl will think to her, wow, this guy is so fantastic. But also spread yourself around so you're awesome not just to her, but to everyone else.
Okay.
And then she sees your value as a partner.
I have a question, guys. Will this work if you're already in the friend zone? So you treat her really nice and everything, but then once in a while you slip something really romantic, like you all of a sudden treat her to like a really nice dinner on top of a hill.
I don't think so. I think
No?
that's actually counterproductive. I think I think 2 ways. If you're already there, you're already a friendly guy. I think there are 2 ways. One is regression, going from friend to acquaintance, taking a step back, showing that you have a cold shoulder also.
okay.
That would work. Or, and I think this is very important, I think people who always say, yeah, I'm in the friend zone, I don't know what to do, they forget how to flirt. Like, flirting is so important.
Yeah.
If you just remain that nice guy that always says yes, non-conflictual, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to make your intentions clear.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think our guest for today
you hear
is
it?
going to be a good resource
Oh.
person for this, because this girl, she's one of the hottest women I know. Okay.
I can't get out of the friend zone with her.
and that's my problem.
I think we're all in the friend zone with her.
but for the longest time, she was one of the boys.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe she can shed some light as to how guys can actually get out of the friend zone if they're already there.
Listen up, guys. If there's one episode that will help you, this is the one.
All right.
Exactly.
So we'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, guys, and welcome back to the cave. We have a very special guest tonight. Well, she's appeared on FHM
Numerous
more
times.
more than 5
More
times.
than Mark, actually.
No, just
But
4
she's been,
times.
but she's been on the cover twice,
4. Wow.
and that is a mark of success.
Yeah. She beat me by 2.
Yeah.
Damn her.
Please welcome, one of the hottest women in the Philippines, Miss Bubbles Paraiso.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Hello, hello.
I wish we were shooting this at the beach so we could see her in her bikini.
So
Check my Instagram account. It's all
I
there.
know.
We
You
can-
were
we
also
can
one of the
Photoshop it
fittest women out there in showbiz.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
that, right?
Oh, on top
So,
of that, she
well,
also
now with all
eats
the-
best.
the
as
yoga
well.
poses
and
everything,
She
yeah.
eats the best. as
For
well.
everybody watching us on video podcast, she's actually going to demonstrate some yoga moves.
Not in my dress.
Oh, no, not tonight.
Oh, you're gonna take
so
the dress
no,
off
watch out
and
for that.
demonstrate?
No, no, watch out
Yes,
for that
I
special.
know.
We're going to do a special video of her doing yoga poses
Oh, wow.
for the cave.
Anything
Okay.
to
Yeah,
get
we just
listeners.
That's
and
for
and
next
sponsors
time.
and sponsors.
Anyway, so going back
Moving
to the
along.
topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We're gonna start you off like we
Yeah,
do with
sorry.
all our guests. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. You
Okay.
just it's a quick fire question. So you just
Alright.
answer whatever brain fart comes out of your mouth.
Okay.
Here we go.
What is your favorite word?
Ew.
Ew.
That's true. I hear
That's
that from
ac-
your
yeah.
wife.
Right? I always say ew. Is
that even a
Even
word?
if it's not gross. I just
Steven.
say, Ew.
Stephen Naked.
Ew.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Roby.
What sound do you love?
That's it?
No. A dog's bark.
You don't like
a dog
you-
fart?
You love
Yeah.
dogs
I
bark.
love.
Can
yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
so
you
strange.
demonstrate?
Yes.
Sexy.
Pretty small.
That's a Rottweiler right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What is your favorite curse word?
The F word.
You can say it.
Say it.
Fuck.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like every time I trip, my boyfriend hates it.
Why?
Like,
What do
I
you-
get surprised. Fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck you. And he's like, what's happening with you?
I like
Baby,
it.
we're
I like-
awake. Please.
Now?
Stop tripping me up, you prick.
If you weren't an actress, what profession would you want to try?
Preschool teacher.
And
I
you-
would
and-
never
and-
graduate.
Okay, wait. Okay.
12 years old.
I mean,
still
you
there.
saw it. I
Preschool
kidnapped a
teacher,
baby in
But her
Boracay.
favorite word is
You
fuck.
kidnapped a baby?
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
7-month-old baby right beside me, so I asked the parents if I could borrow it for like 30 minutes.
Okay, and also a pedophile, by the way.
Okay.
The kid probably didn't mind. It's like, oh, look at all this food.
Ew, pizza.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God to say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I've been waiting for you.
That really comes up a
Yeah.
lot, doesn't it?
Next time say
These
hell.
people are so egoistical. Like it's crazy.
What? What do you want? What do you want me to want to say?
Nah.
Like, why are you here?
There, see that
that's more realistic.
that's what he would say to
The four of
Steven.
us.
Why are you here?
Wrong. You'd be like wrong.
Wrong gate.
Wrong gate, buddy.
Wrong
All right.
light.
So we're talking about
The friend zone.
The friend
Okay.
zone. Have you ever been in the friend zone? Because I hear you're one of the boys.
I think everyone's been on the friend zone with me.
Sorry.
We're all
Sorry.
in Bubbles' friend zone.
No, but I mean, my barkades, I think like 15 guys, and they call me Mother Goose.
so you're
Okay.
really one of the guys.
Yes.
Was there a
Okay.
disadvantage being one of the boys?
Yes, I never had a boyfriend.
Wow. Did
Never,
you ever?
ever?
Did you ever lust?
I was single for 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Sorry, wait. In the 5 years, did you ever, lust, or did you ever have a crush on one of the 15 guys you're always with?
No.
Ever?
No.
But I think it's different for
It's-
girls.
It's so gross to even think about it.
Why, they
I'm
really like your brothers.
Ew. Like that.
yeah, I think it's different for girls where
Yeah.
if she has a lot of guy friends, she has all she needs in guys.
Exactly.
Whereas
I
a
have all the
guy-
protection of a. I don't need them as a boyfriend.
but my
boyfriend,
question is, did you enjoy being in the friend zone? Like, or
Yes.
were you secretly like annoyed?
No, I actually enjoyed it.
Wow.
Okay, but have you ever been in the friend zone with a guy that you like?
See, that's a good.
Let
Mark,
me
that's
think
a good
about
question.
that. No.
So if you like a guy, he automatically knows it's, hey, this is not, Bubbles the
No,
friend.
because if
This
I
is-
like a guy, I'm usually shy around that person, so I'm just like,
So taking your current
so I won't even be friends
Is that why
with
you
him.
always giggle around me? Oh,
How did you know?
Okay, guys.
so taking your current
flirting.
relationship, we're not going to name it or anything, but your current relationship, how did that happen?
You're in a
Was there a
relationship?
friend zone that happened at all or no?
No.
Okay.
I think we met each other about 5 years ago. And then every time we'd see each other, it's just like, hi, hello. And he still wants to talk to me. But since I'm around my guy friends, he's so scared to go near me. And
So that's the
talk to me.
disadvantage of being in the friend zone with all your boys.
scare
because
off.
You scare off.
They're really, yeah. And like, whenever I'm talking to some guy, they're always like, Bubs, come here. And they just pull me.
They're
I have-
overly protective.
They're
They're
big brothers.
overly
Nice.
protective.
I have a question for all the male listeners and viewers out there.
Okay.
If you accidentally fall into the friend zone with a girl you really like, okay, what would your advice be to the guy so he he can still recover and still pull through with whatever he wanted to do with the girl?
Then I think he has to tell the girl straight up
Yeah.
that he likes her.
Oh,
Because if not, he's forever going to be in the friend zone, and then she's going to start dating someone else, and he's just there crying his eyes off. When
okay.
Kawawa.
So
Does it work, say for instance, guy's in a friend zone and then he starts flirting with other girls and paying more attention or spending a bit more time with other people, does she then recognize
And show
that
more
he is a desirable person?
Does that work in
I
short?
think it depends. It depends because there are some girls who just really don't care. I mean, if it's not there, then it's like, oh, good, he's flirting with other people.
He's not gay pala.
He's not gay, but I
Well,
thought he was hanging out with me because he
Wow.
was gay. He
Life
just
experience.
liked the
Reveal,
shop.
son?
So
Life
Yeah.
experience.
So basically, you're saying
it's a double-edged sword. Yeah. sometimes-
from let's say the moment you meet a guy until he becomes friended, there's a point in time where an intention needs to be made clear. Because
Yes.
if it's not made clear, then directly
Is there a rule?
Yes,
Like,
is a
because
turning point.
is there a rule?
it's hard
Bobs?
to assume. Like if a guy does sweet things for you,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that he's into you. Sometimes he's just friendly. Sometimes he's just really a sweet person.
especially in this
Wait,
country.
sorry. A while ago, it was discussed that you can be friendly, but without being direct, you kind of like show that you're actually interested in her. Like, okay, you treat a girl like a friend, but you subtly flirt with her, or like you say things that aren't said to friends. Does that also equate to being upfront with her, telling her that you want to be more than friends?
No, I think you really have to be direct. Because like me and my guy friends, we say I love you to each other. We say I miss you. So when other people would hear that, they're like, really? You say I love you? And
Sorry, Steven.
But doesn't that scare?
okay, I
but
love
wait,
you too.
No, but doesn't that scare girls? Like, no, guys, you've experienced it, I'm sure, right? Like, if a guy goes up to a girl and goes, you know what, I really like you, blah blah, blah, that automatically scares a girl, right?
It's a little too indirect,
Yeah.
especially the Filipino way. It's
Yeah.
a little more subtle. They'll do it in little, say
The
for
whole
instance,
courting.
I don't know.
I think it's okay to court.
I think it's actually okay to be direct and be like, you need
In France,
you know.
Especially now, there's so much of the gray area.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think in
Mhm.
every relationship there has to be some sort of discomfort. If there's no discomfort, then it's too easy.
okay.
And if it's too easy, then what's the point?
Sorry, will this work? Like you go, hey, you're my friend, but I really like you, but I'll still be your friend.
That's just weird.
What?
That's like schizo.
You sound like you want to
Yeah,
take my
it's
liver
like,
or something.
Hey, so you want some water? But I want to drink the water. But you want some water? Like, what do you want to
What's
say?
wrong with
Come on.
Well, you're
Water.
saying that if a guy likes you, but you only like him as a friend, and he comes out and says, "Hey, I want to be more than friends, but if that's not cool with you, then I'm okay just being your friend, as long as that's what you want." What would you do?
Oh, that happened already.
Oh, well, okay. And what did you do?
I told him it's better to be friends because I already see him as a brother.
Okay.
So if something went on between us,
It'd
then
just be
it's gonna be
weird.
awkward. Or if we did try to date and then something
It
went
didn't
wrong,
work. Then you'd lose the friendship.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna lose the friendship.
Did
so I'd
him
rather
saying
not.
that ruin anything at all?
And then we did try to date,
Okay.
and it did ruin the friendship.
Ah,
Okay.
see?
Aha.
Okay,
Bummer.
Because he was really
another
adamant
question.
and like, come on, please, let's start dating. So I'm like, okay, fine.
But I think one way to say it also is in a different way.
Yeah.
You can just say, I know this is not going to happen right now, but whatever happens in the future, I'm cool with it. Like a little less intense
Okay.
than what
Yeah.
you said, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, taking it from another angle.
Okay. Okay, Stephen.
Okay. Does it
Feel free to
work?
contrve anytime.
Yeah, you know what?
Rosen,
All right.
anytime you
Feel
want to
free
talk,
to
just say
talk,
something.
Rosen.
All right. Well, from I'm going to paraphrase one of the greatest philosophers of all time,
Chris Rock?
Chris Rock. Now, he stated women have platonic friends, and that's fine. They all have them. I have a platonic friends. They're my buds. They're my best buds. I can call them up to shop with. They're my good friends. Guys, they don't have platonic friends. Their platonic friends are basically women they haven't fucked yet.
Yeah.
So they're basically trying to fuck everybody. But like this one girl they're trying to hook up with, they made a wrong turn somewhere, and now they're in the friend zone. They can't get out of it. So do you agree with that? And do you agree with that being a male? And especially in the club scene that you work with, you see these types of males all the time.
I've always believed that there's no such thing as a guy-girl best friend.
Yes, I agree with you. There can be, because there's that
I-
sexual
I
tension.
Either-
there is that
Either you're gay-
sexual tension.
My best
Either
friend
you're
is
gay-
an alpha male, super straight guy.
He wants to fuck you. I'm sorry.
I think that's
he
bull- God,
wants
no.
to bang you. I
Secret-
swear to you.
secretly
Not-
he does.
he won't try to, but
Yeah.
he's attracted to you because you're an attractive girl.
You know what? The best test is try to strip naked in front of him. If he doesn't do anything,
I do. I change in front of him.
Really? Wow. Can I
Well,
be your
not-
friend?
not-
doesn't count.
not butt naked, but he'd seen me in my underwear.
That doesn't count.
I'm gonna go completely against you guys because I've had this argument
I'm with Mark.
many a time over the years. I'm gonna give myself as an example.
I
all
know
right?
your track record, brother.
Yes. All right. My
Have
best
you ever
fem-
been in the
Okay.
friend zone? I don't think so.
Yeah, I've been in the friend zones before. But okay, I'm gonna give a sample. Myself and my best female friend. You know who she is? Joey Mead.
Okay.
Zero attraction.
Okay, sorry,
to each
sorry.
other.
I have to
But she's not your type.
No, yeah.
She's
No.
not your type.
No,
But she's a very attractive
you
woman.
Yeah, she is.
Well, let
She's
me
a very
let-
attractive
Let me
woman.
add something.
Yeah.
I think the addendum here is, unless you have a girlfriend, then you can have a best friend who's a girl.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
No, no.
No,
even
because I have best
Hey.
friends that are girl and I'm single.
I literally
See?
grew up with girls.
I thought you didn't believe
like,
in.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Sorry,
But I'm.
You two
I'm
shut
sorry.
up for a second.
Okay, sorry.
I have like maybe 6 or 7 childhood friends. I grew up with them, and I've seen them topless. I've seen them grow up. I've seen them everything.
Wow,
Who are
I know
these-
that. I
but
know
you're
these
French.
friends of yours.
Who
wow,
are these
that's-
girls?
Yeah, the French.
What's your
Those are some
French?
great visuals.
The French girls. French girls.
Yeah, your
and-
Every
That's
answer.
cute.
But you're French.
yeah, exactly. But you see, I think it's
You like
completely
baguette.
possible. And I'm not.
I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
completely possible.
But it
or
is
completely
possible.
possible.
It is
to
possible.
have
To have friends,
Platonic friends.
girlfriends.
Platonic friends of the opposite
Okay,
sex.
bubbles.
Even if they're hot.
Bubbles.
We can agree to disagree.
What,
Yes.
Stephen?
We can
Okay.
agree to disagree.
Have you ever had a friend?
I hate you.
You know, a friend, a friend that you really like. I mean, it's really your friend, but then you know, all of a sudden had a sexual attraction for that friend.
Every time Steven
No.
says, "Friend, please take a shot at
Stephen,
tequila."
I never had a sexual attraction to you. I mean, to any
wow.
friend.
Well, you and every other girl. Sorry.
Okay, we're deleting that. We're bleeping that out.
Automatic.
Not only are we not deleting it, we're repeating it at the end of the show as well.
Okay, I mean,
It's gonna be your teaser for this.
And the teaser. And
I thi-
poster.
I think what Stephen is trying to get at is he's actually going on another of our wonderful philosopher Chris Rock's
Yes.
sayings, which is
Who is this Chris Rock, and why haven't I heard of him?
Oh my God, he's
I'm
right
kidding.
up there. He's right up there with Descartes.
Yeah.
But he had a
And-
wonderful
and-
saying where, he explained that women have these friends. Okay, they're the best friends, they're the buds and everything. But at the end of the day, you know what they are? They are a dick in a glass case. Break in case of emergency.
Wow.
Because
Correct.
that guy is always there waiting just in case she changes her mind and says,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? I just broke up with my boyfriend. I need to get laid.
Yeah.
I've
A
actually
moment
seen that
of
happen.
weakness,
I've seen
Yes.
that
or
happen.
a moment of weakness.
And hence your
you know.
favorite word.
Fuck.
Yes.
I thought it was ew.
Ew.
It was
Ew.
you. That's
Ew.
it.
Okay. Okay. Another angle. No. Another angle.
Ew.
Steven.
See, that's
Ew,
what he's
fuck
hoping
you.
for. He's hoping to be in the glass case.
Okay. Another angle that we're looking at
Okay, go.
is. Can't you start off as friends and then become, eventually good lovers and boyfriend, girlfriend?
Maybe it happens to some people.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So,
I know some people who are best friends first and then
exactly.
become lovers in the end.
So, is it possible to fall into the friend zone first and then eventually end up in the
but it's
love
usually
zone?
they're already in denial from the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah. The reason why they're friends is because they're always attracted to each other.
You mean the type of people that always say like, "Yeah, no, there's nothing there.
yeah,
there's nothing
no,
there."
there's
And
nothing.
then
We're best friends, and then they're holding hands.
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
Okay, so normally you can feel it. If,
But that's
if,
when it
if
comes
a friend
from
of
both.
yours is you're attracted to your friend, you can already feel it.
That comes from both sides.
Yeah.
Has
Because
to
it
be-
depends.
it
It
has
Can't
to
really
be the guy
depends.
who wants,
Okay, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some girls like me. Like, I was really dense. I didn't know that, well, my boyfriend now, I didn't know that he was trying to ask me out already.
Wow.
Like-
Did he actually
Yeah,
say
because-
the word, "Can I ask you out"?
No, he was asking me for a dinner date before we watched a movie with our friends and then like a group workout or whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. He's just being
Yeah.
friendly. And then it was my best friend was like, Bubs, he likes you.
By the way, guys, catch Bubbles and her boyfriend on Instagram doing their love yoga poses
It's
together.
acro yoga.
Yes.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
just
Get
I'm
it
just-
right,
I'm just-
Steven.
Yeah,
Get it right,
Acro
Stephen. Ew.
freaking yoga. It's like
Acro makeout.
To say love.
it's totally.
Yeah.
This is sex.
That's pretty
Okay.
awesome. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I would do
Very,
it with you,
very,
Wilson.
very impressive.
If not that, it's all my food.
But that whole like anti-gravity yoga thing.
that's
it's
fun.
yeah, it's also something.
That's the original sex swing.
Wow.
really.
Okay, so going back
It's
to the
just not
friend
made out of
zone.
leather.
Just put it out there.
Going back to our topic.
Whatever.
You're a person now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
It's French.
Now I know. Thanks.
Okay,
It's French.
So just to cap up
Okay.
this discussion with you, Bobs. So, what's your advice to guys who don't want to fall into the friend zone in the first place? Like, give me three good advice.
Yeah, like what I said earlier, just be straight up.
And I hope that everyone remembered to take a shot when Stephen said friend just then.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. Just tell them how you feel. Second, to quote one of my favorite books, you get the love you think you deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's read that.
Okay, now speaking of
Is that green eggs and ham?
deserving,
sorry.
loving,
First up in the wallflower.
let's just take a little sidetrack because I know a lot of our listeners out there would like to know more about the other side of Bubbles, and let's talk a bit more about this acro yoga stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm curious. Once you're out of the friend zone and you're in a relationship, not necessarily talking about you, talking about your friends that happen to do it as well.
Okay.
Do acro yoga practitioners make better lovers,
I think what's
or just more experimental?
No, I think what's good about acro yoga is it's really good about with partners. If you're a couple, it's the couple who are practicing it, Dice and Brioni, they're actually married. So if you watch their video on YouTube, they focus more because it's kind of sexual. If you look at the poses,
Okay.
also, you would
So
be like, oh my god.
Does it help the whole
I
sexual
think
process?
so because it's not just sexual, but also your whole partnership because it's also trust.
Oh.
I mean.
And
you're
they're
carrying
holding you up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's holding you up there, and if
He can
carries
potentially
you the
break your
wrong
neck,
way,
yeah.
you can break your neck. And at the same time, if you
Or your
step on
boner.
his leg or his arm the wrong way, he can break his wrist.
Well,
It's
I
trust
was
also.
I always found it interesting that the same people who developed yoga developed the Kama Sutra, so it has to go hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Indians.
Well, when
Yeah.
Erwan and I do it, he touches pressure points that are just fabulous.
I
But he's French, so.
All right. Well, we've learned so much from Bubbles. Thank you very much.
We
for,
love you,
Thanks,
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Thanks for joining us.
Guys, you have to look for those on the radio. Look her up on
Instagram.
online and
Yeah.
on Instagram as well. Phenomenal woman, phenomenal body, phenomenal person.
Bobs,
so.
any shows you're doing right now? Any TV shows?
No,
Any-
right now I'm on vacation. That's why I've been vacationing.
Oh, so you've been doing a lot of
around.
acro yoga.
Huh? Yes.
Yeah.
Off cam.
We get it.
I've been, yeah.
which is why she's got that slightly
Steven just
exhausted
winked
look right
5
now.
times, by the way, for the audio
Yes,
listeners.
Steven.
Very, very classy.
As always.
Stay classy,
Hey, I'm
Coos.
not French.
when we get back from these sponsored commercial breaks, we are going to talk about and just round up the
Well, we-
topic and
we
talk
will
about
do
our
our
10 top
top
10.
10.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys
We'll
in a bit.
be right back.
The Curries.
We'll be right back.
Bye.
Right back. All right, welcome back to The Cave.
Welcome
the
back.
Cave.
Cave.
The Cave. Continue on with this awesome topic, the friend zone, right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Yes.
okay, with our special lovely guest, the Miss Bubbles Paraiso, helping us out again with this. Thank you. So we're now delving into the portion of our program where it's top 10. Yes.
Right now, actually, we're going to talk about. Thank you for paying attention.
Oh, okay.
We're going to talk about
once.
That's a change.
what we learned today.
Recap.
Well, that'll be short.
A small recap. Exactly. We didn't learn much. No, but okay, we learned that basically anyone can fall into the friend zone. This usually happens from point A to point B
Correct.
when no intention is actually showed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to make a point. You need to tell her what you want. You need to be clear
Very
and
clear.
transparent.
Yeah.
Stop being torpe.
Second,
Show
that-
some skin.
Exact, show some skin. Second, there are usually
Unless you're
2 types or 3 types
Ew.
of guys that actually enter the friend zone. These are the needy guys.
Yes.
These are the guys who are the nice guys who never look for conflict or anything. And a third, the facilitators are just being used for something, right? Those are the 3 types. Correct?
Damn it.
And we also
Yes.
talked about ways of getting out of the friend zone.
Yeah.
Physical contact.
Okay.
Making sure that there's a touch and there's a physical contact happening. Regressing in the relationship, going from friend to acquaintance and back. Building abundance and having a surrounding of different girls and friends so that
I
she
like
knows
that
that
one.
she's not the only one.
That she's not your best friend.
Always remembering to flirt because people tend to forget to flirt. And what else did we learn?
What's flirting again?
Mastered the art of flirting.
I think that basically sums up everything.
Basically covers it. Yeah.
And then we briefly touched obviously on them thinking that guys and girls can be friends, and we thinking that
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually
absolute
possible.
bullshit.
But we're right and they're wrong. So now moving
and
on
that
to this.
and
Yeah.
acro yoga is good for sex.
What?
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tantric
It's good
yoga.
for a relationship. Yes.
Yes.
Now moving on to the top 10. So I thought it would be interesting if we did the top 10 today on the top 10 signs you are in the friend zone. So this is for guys who are in denial. We're going to start off with someone who's always witty, always on point, always ready to answer questions, Mr. Rovilson Fernandez.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do it.
First up, how
Wake up.
about top 10 sign you know you're in the friend zone? Man, when your homegirls don't even bother dressing up for you anymore. I have seen more pangtulog, pangbahay outfits than panties. I am so mad. You know,
Lola panties.
Diba? Lola panties, like bloomers, and I'm so pissed.
They ask you to buy
Stop dating a
they ask you to
grandparent.
buy they ask you to buy their sanitary pads.
Oh
their
yeah,
tampons.
dude, yeah, aisle 7. I know it
You
all.
are in the
Yeah,
friend
they're
zone.
always in aisle 7.
Mr. Stephen Koo.
Go.
I would say if you invite a girl to dinner, your friend, and then she shows up with 5 other friends, even if you thought you'd just be one.
You thought about
yeah.
that all by your own, did you?
Yeah.
Miss Bubbles?
Okay, I think also when she's too comfortable around you, when she burps, farts, picks her nose, she's
Wow.
just so comfy around you. Like
Isn't that just
she
a
doesn't
definition
care.
of a girlfriend?
No. It
And a
takes out the
boyfriend.
romance. Come on.
Oh, oops.
Unless she
Yeah.
feeds it to you.
Mark.
Ew.
Okay.
Mark, now we know what you do in a relationship. All right.
I think I think if a girl asks you to hook her up with your buddies, it's pretty obvious. You're in the friend zone.
So you're the transit guy.
Or the other way around.
Or
She
the other
tries
way
to
around,
hook you up
exactly.
with her
Yeah, she says,
girlfriends.
oh, hey, you know what? I want to introduce my really cute friend. I think you'll like her. What the?
But what if she's just testing you if you have any interest in her? No.
Wow.
And
You're
that
really
girl's
that optimistic.
That girl's fucked up. Mine,
Threesome.
mine,
See, where you see failure, he sees opportunity. Threesome!
mine actually is when basically you know a detail that's a little too intimate. When she calls you up, she's like, "Fuck, I have a UTI again." Like, something. All right, Roro, number 2.
Yeah, Steve will say, it's okay. We can deal with that.
I got pills.
Yo,
I'm a
I'll-
Pez dispenser for that. What are you talking about? Okay, go.
Aisle 7 again. I'm going to do this based on experience, only because this happened to me in Boracay this weekend recently.
Wow.
I was hanging out with 5 absolutely stunning, gorgeous women. They're in their bikinis. We were playing in the sand, taking pictures, hanging
Who's
out.
this?
I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Then all of a sudden, you know, as we're lounging, I realize I'm talking to the only other dude the most of the time. I'm talking to Casey the most of
Oh,
the
yeah.
time when like 2 feet away from us, 5 hot girls are just sunbathing, but it's just me and Casey just chatting.
How does that
So-
put you in the friend zone?
Well,
That just
I should
makes
be
you a
trying
little
to talk.
suspicious.
Yeah, that's
One of
makes
the
you a
girls
little-
was wearing a peach
you
bikini
know.
there, right? And 2 of them were black
That just
and
means
white.
you're weak.
Yeah.
This means you're more into guys than girls.
That's it.
No, that's the
Resolved.
I'm not gonna hit on.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right,
Steven.
Fuck you.
When her idea of an afternoon coffee conversation is talking about explicit details of her sexual acts with her lovers, I think you're pretty
That's
much in the friend
painful.
zone. Right?
That's actually painful.
pitiful.
Bubs?
Something like that also, but not as explicit as Stephen's. It's when she
Wow.
would tell you about her crushes or like guys that she would eye on.
Steven would just think that's a challenge.
It's like,
Challenge
Yeah.
accepted.
Hey, do you know
He would think
Mark?
threesomes.
He's my crush. I like him so
I'd
much.
be like, let me get her for you, him for you, him.
Mark?
All right. I think when she calls you
Okay,
up,
this should be the top 1. So Mark,
Yeah,
you better
oh,
be
this is the
really
top one?
good.
Top 2.
Pina
Top
Cup,
1
bro.
will be
Okay,
Air
top
One.
2.
One
Wow,
is number one.
thanks for the. I'll go first.
Pressure, bro. Pressure. Go.
Mine is when you're basically the driver. When you get the text, hey, can you come pick me up? When you're in a club, hey, can your driver drop me home? Things like that.
Wow, that's boyfriend zone.
no,
yeah, but if you're not her boyfriend,
Yeah.
you're the friend zone.
She
for
only
sure.
calls you when she needs a lift.
something.
Yeah,
You're the
that was
pautos
my
guy.
number 1 month. Okay. All right.
On the
Number
spot.
1.
Number 1. This better be
Number
good, bro.
one.
This is one a few of us have actually mentioned during the commercial break. When she calls you brother.
Ah, wow.
Right? She's like, hey, bro. Oh, hey, brother. Oh, yeah. Like Bubbles.
Love
what do you,
you, bro.
What do you, yes. What do you
Yes.
call all of your barcada?
Bro.
Exactly. Lahat. They are all in the friend zone.
Hey.
Yep.
But a wise
No
man
one
once
wants-
said, incest is the best.
A game the whole family can play. Great. I guess that's a topic for
That is number
another
one.
Oh my god.
another conversation. With the cave.
Another very intelligent conversation with the cave. And, I'm glad that everyone's listening in, getting smarter,
Getting
episode
smarter
by
and
episode.
smarterer.
They can see how mature we're getting through every episode.
Yeah.
We're
Finding
getting
our groove.
Frencher with every episode.
Well, we hope the guys picked up something, if not a girl.
UTI.
Yeah.
UTI is a no-go-go.
We hope
No,
they picked
but
up a thing or two, especially from our special guest, Bubbles
Yay.
Paraiso, otherwise known as Bubbles Paradise. I don't know, it just sounded nice.
I think people have just learned that let's not listen to Steven anymore. Okay, to wrap things up, so this was the cave.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was
If
the
everyone
cave.
wants to give their Twitter handles,
Yep.
Bubs,
Yep.
starting
Bubbles
with you.
Paraiso at Bubbles Paraiso.
Yep, I'm still Stephen_Ku, still in private, but I will add you.
Revilson_F. I write back, I swear. No, I don't.
At Quick Off the Mark. That's Mark with the C.
What does
and
quick
I-
actually mean?
Quick, as in fast,
Ah, okay.
speedy.
No, but I mean, like, why is that in your Twitter name?
Quick off the
Because
mark.
somebody has Mark Nelson already.
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah. Damn it.
Go on, sorry.
I do, and I'm gonna sell
Because I
it for
wasn't
$2
quick
million.
enough.
Yeah, you weren't quick enough to get
point.
the quick.
Mine is Erwan J. Yusuf.
Of course,
and
official
don't try and
official
spell that.
Twitter account of the Cave is at Cave Podcast.
And our email address is...
Is cavepodcast@yahoo.com.
Yes, keeping Yahoo alive.
Yeah.
Because we were quick enough to get Gmail. Fucking Mark.
And someone already had Hotmail.
So anyway, watch out for more interesting topics for you guys.
Apparently, we're going to start talking about finance and things like that. But
We're all broke and taking the bus
we'll
home.
see.
So
We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching The Cave.
This is the Cave.
See you guys soon.
we promised you big jugs. You got it. Big jugs.